interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They work now on 2nd and 9. Shot here on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Evans in motion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. This one swung out to Williams. just outside of the 10 at the 11th.
And Hurt's going to move him around. And now they'll shift things around.
63, back. Man up, let's go. You so close. Let's run, let's go. Posse in the game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Hurts.
Flushed out right.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds.
59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Pierce is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Evans, the man in motion left. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Extra receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
These two teams all tied after 1. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now Evans in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Down right around the 25.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And in for the Lions touchdown. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
3rd and 4.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
74 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe in the Lion territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now they'll pitch it out here. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second down. Here's Hurts. Williams brings it in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Don't touch that.
Evans in motion.
Hey, Silver. Let's get it down to Zanzi's zone. 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got it. And they run over to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Jackson going to change things up a bit. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. It's Jackson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now third down and 7. Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown! Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are moving closer to a game now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, guys, pick it up. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. Right, let's go. Right, it's about time, fellas.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with some. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams to about the 26 here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They give it to Williams, running right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
throwing on first down. It's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. One last shot for Jackson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.